everybody? Chico here, accompanied by the one, the only, the gaming
Yeah.
golem,
Jared
Jared.
Rooster. Yeah.
What is up? How you doing?
Pretty good. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Gonna be
I am.
commentating.
I'm excited for to watch this race. I'm excited to be on the mic with you. I'm excited that it's Friday. I hope everyone else is as well. What's up, everyone? Hopefully everyone had a good week and is looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah, this race is gonna be very interesting since Sonic did get the bracket reset. So
Yeah, exactly. So we've seen this race before. Not that it wasn't possible for but if you were not a believer, you have to be now, because here we are, both players in losers bracket technically. So the winner of this is going to take the whole thing, which makes it that much more on the line. It is tournament point for both players, and we are going to get started here as the timer counts down.
All right. Looking at these trackers, SCT's dead. You love to see it.
Oof, man, aren't they lucky?
Yeah.
The lucky few.
Drives is a guaranteed 5. OC's dead, and everything else is just fair game. Oh, and levels are dead. Yeah. For at least forms, anyways. Or for at least 5s, anyways. They could have a form or 3 reports.
All right, so these two played when it was a Tuesday? Is that what it was?
It was Monday?
It was earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you said, fair game right now as far as everything goes, as the beginning of a race should be, and a pretty amazing start, if you do say so myself, as far as magic is concerned, with the magnet there in the gorge.
Yeah, nothing in the shop outside like Whirligoof, which, unless it's a go mode, it's kind of useless. There's only like a few niche uses for it, but
oh, I was scared for a second. On the Ninten side.
Yeah, you love to see the magic cancels, because like normally you don't have magic, so this is like kind of off the cusp. Just kind of like, oh, we got magic this time. Let's save some time.
It's funny how good magic is when you're little baby cub Sora. At least like aerial magic, even standing too, but it's almost reminiscent of like wisdom form air magic.
Yeah, kind of. Alright. Both runners not dying living bones. Very nice to see. That death like sets the mood for the entire run, it feels like sometimes, and it's
Yeah, it's such a simple fight that a lot of people kind of brush over, but can very easily go wrong. And I've seen it happen to really good players in really serious environments.
Yeah, it's being in the grand final was probably the scariest match, just because one, you guys both had to like grind to get here, kind of like you had to go through the entire tournament, and it's also just kind of scary since this is like your last match. Like this is either win or lose. Like there's
both players and losers technically, so this is it. They've been here before, and here they are again, one last final time. A report coming in.
A little PR. Okay, makes sense. You kind of want a little for PR, so it could be a little bit scary if it's like on GR2. But that's 1-5 out of the pool, so a little more, like a little bit more insensitized, or insensitizes 5s or like potential 5s.
So that means there is a 5 here in Pride Lands.
Alright, so we have like a little, like, nothing's too big outside of like TT. And we already know where like 2 forms are.
The 29 space paranoids could be a little scary, but depending on what we find early. Mass form being a really big number to take off, and then we know where another form is as well. That 29 is a little strange looking. Speaking of master form, I don't, even though in like longevity purposes it might not be the most useful, I feel like having it really early on, it's always nice.
Yeah. Alright, Ninten strained to PR. Pretty standard shotgun. Sonic going into Agrabah. I've been seeing him do this like it feels like the entire tournament recently.
Agrabah right after Pride Lands.
Yeah.
That's I love it as well. That's kind of I try to do Agrabah also immediately. So many checks, it's so nice. With movement on, it's like there's no reason not to.
Yeah. I would say like the only thing stopping you from is open up the crate or like the stand, but if you have master form, it's free. Yeah. Ninten getting Explosion, Anno, Blizzard, and Bamboo Grove. So
yeah,
LOD
it was given.
is now a 3, which means it's dead in terms of proofs, and Explosion, one of the best ground finishers. Some would consider it the best, but yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah,
it's alright in most situations. It's probably the one you want. A finishing plus would be actually really nice for early on fights, considering even though it's Baby Magnet and Explosion, it's always makes things quite a bit easier.
Yeah.
Oh dang, Ninten reverted. That's unfortunate.
I wonder if that was either...
That could be an issue, as far as drive is concerned. On Valor form, that lightens the blow a little bit, very minimally, but...
Yeah. I wonder if he was, like, getting 80 points, if he was, like, trying to, like, do that.
Dang, you think that would be worth the drive gauge?
No. like, I don't know. It might have just been a misinput, try to dance call, but I think he went into the fight in master form, so... Oh,
I get dance call input errors all the time, personally. So... And they're probably the most annoying, I think. I can't, like, it's for sure, in my opinion, one of the most annoying input errors, dance call. But I usually only get it when, like, Donald or Goofy starts with a limit and I didn't notice.
Yeah.
And I just, like, go into dance call immediately and just... I'm now doing Whirl of Goof.
Or Comet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so annoying.
Probably to die easier? Yeah, I guess. But, like, you're on critical mode and it's, like, pretty easy to die anyways.
So we got auto wisdom on levels. I'm sure if we keep watching Sonic's side of the stream, we'll find out what's on wisdom 7 in no form with just that auto.
Yeah.
That's not possible.
That just speaks volumes on how much he loves to drive. Yeah.
Even though drives does have a 5, so.
Yeah. That's like kind of the benefit of doing like Agrabah or like Halloween Tumble for Disney Castle is that you can, if you get a potential auto form, you can do it there without like having to go back and forth.
It's a really good way to look at things. Reflect, nice.
Oh yeah. All right, we got Explosion and Reflect. It's go mode.
We are giving these amazing players amazing abilities very early on.
Yeah, Sonic going into Master Form. So the thing about Drive Forms is that I'm pretty sure every Drive Form has faster walking speed than Base Sora. And so for a Boo, you can push him. And so having that like extra movement, and theoretically, I would imagine would speed him up a little bit. Pretty smart.
So Agrabah being left with a pretty, honestly, I would consider that a nuisance of a number to have behind a Boo. Quite a few different combinations. One of them, it could be a form there. It could be even 2 5s potentially.
Yeah, 2 5s and 7, 9, 5, 3. Like there's 17's a weird number because you don't really see it that often too.
We probably might get an answer for that world without having to actually go there later on in the seed, depending on what we find. But still annoying to see. I haven't even acknowledged Sanjay Daker. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What? I'm like paying out dividends with the forms, or not the forms, the abilities. Like you got flash step, you got horizontal slash.
Oh man, they have so much. Like finishing plus is all they're missing, really. And there it is. Oh, never mind. They have one. They got it in Halloween Town.
Yeah, this seed's been pretty generous. Like movement's concerned, they have like an aerial dodge from Pridelands. Pretty nice, not too fast, not too slow. Yeah, and Ninten pushing TR because it's a guaranteed 5 after getting the reflect. It's pretty smart, Yeah. Oh wow.
Report. Very nice.
HB is now dead. Wow. Yeah, HB being the biggest checks per world. It's only rivaled by like ET and OC with cups on. But that being dead, like that makes it a lot scarier and nicer in like kind of a sense, because like you don't have to gamble for core and 1K, but you
are missing out on a lot of things probably.
Yeah.
But I mean that goes back hand in hand with what we were saying. I mean I think these players have enough to survive out there in these streets. So I assume we got how many pages? I believe Ninten has.
They each have one.
They both have only one.
Yeah, Sonic building anti-points and then getting Valor Form, resetting his anti-points to 0. So you'll love to see it. Not really though, but yeah. Oh wow, okay. Genie and Report. Oh. Now no. Wisdom Forms on Drive, so we have 2 9s left in the pool. Alright, Sonic using AP boosts, makes sense. Experience boost keep win on Valor, that's pretty nice.
It definitely is, even though levels is not the most important, quote unquote. We don't know that yet. Those are always nice.
Yeah, especially for like stats.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna turn my phone off.
Like level up and then destroy everything. Especially with Explosion, you could potentially do screens that way. You get like a negative combo or something like that. But it's always scary without Stitch. Because depending on your HP stat sanity helps with that, but low HP and screens where you just kind of get clipped by anything you die is pretty scary.
Yeah, it just takes Explosion missing one person, and then you just get smacked. Also, for as great as Explosion is, there's a lot of startup frames on it when you cancel into it out of anything, so you're pretty vulnerable. So without Stitch, it's definitely scary.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it has a lot of startup frames, but there's quite a few. Definitely enough to get caught and killed.
Especially like if you have to delay it from like a Thunder, because you don't want to. Because like if you Thunder up the yellow Heartless dudes, I think we called them like Simpsons Heartless the last time. If you Thunder them, then if you like go into an explosion, you'll probably just air hit. So you'll like try to delay the explosion. And yeah, it's a bit sketch. All right, final form. Wow.
Yeah. So we're seeing a lot of forms flying in, which is making these bigger numbers a little bit more easy to deduct. Ninten's still in a drought as far as drive gauge is concerned, though.
Yeah, especially with Bailey being gone, that was like I would say like your biggest opportunity to get your drive back. What else could he do now? Like, hope for drive recovery?
He's gonna just have to, without going out of your way, it's just gonna be whatever world you actually commit to and then getting it there. Most likely it's gonna be like TT1, realistically. Yeah, which is unfortunate because you won't be able to level up final form, but
yeah,
that's without having to go out of your way.
He could do legit Roxas right now. He has Reflect.
It's true, and Ninten definitely knows how.
Okay, getting this drive here makes
Okay.
sense. You get XP. Yeah.
Doesn't take long to get some Valor levels, I'd imagine, as well. The second you get it. No? Okay. Well, yeah.
Now Sonic's doing his 100 acre. Got aerial dodge. That aerial dodge 3s helps a lot, but you like constantly keep on wanting to do aerial dodge like after that.
Okay, no, so I think we're leaving.
Yeah, he doesn't have the torn page from 100 acre yet. But I mean, some runners do the minigame with like 2 pages or 1, depending on it, because it is faster if you are like 100% gonna go there again. So differences in the route so far is Ninten's done TR and Sonic's done Agrabah, which checks per minute Sonic has like I think 14 more or something like that. It's like in the double digits, but it's not like super.
Alright, so Beast Castle we go, entering. It's a very pretty 22. Lots of potential here to be something very beautiful.
Yeah, get your drives levels up. Like, killing that drives would be super nice, because that means that you don't have to worry about levels. And it also just kind of, like, it's less worry for, like, something that is kind of a roulette. Since it could be on every form.
Okay, so finding a 7 here early in Beast Castle, honestly, not. I mean, it's nice, but all of the really sweet combinations it could have been, you definitely didn't want to find like a 7, but still could be something nice.
Yeah, most likely, because we only have 1 form left, it's probably a 9 and a, or wait, no, it's a 7, 8.
753.
Yeah. But there could be a form there. We do have 1 left in the pool, but we have a lot of like big numbers, like that TT. Like there's a lot of potential.
I can't with the amount of the thing is with the amount of forms that they have. If Twilight Town doesn't have one, I can't. There's no way that I could try to even pinpoint what a 38 would be right now.
Yeah, it would just be just a bunch of
lot.
magic. Yeah,
Just in general, I think like over 30 is way. Like I just try not to think about it and just go. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, Ninten opting to do the HP shotgun makes sense. Get final level 2, so you can easily get final level 5 off of the first fight and ET. Yeah. All right. Starter's doing a lot of like the same stuff. It feels like you've only seen like kind of divergence with HP.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a commitment, but as you mentioned, yeah, final 2 is always nice. Also, Slapshot was there, so that's always pretty good too.
Oh. Yeah, Slapshot is one of those abilities where, like, it depends on the runner, because a lot of the like any percent rule never was strats use Slapshot, and both these runners have done the any percent, and they're like pretty comfortable with it. But you really want Combo Master because it has a tendency to whiff on some enemies.
It's funny how good Combo Master is.
Yeah.
It changes the game completely, really.
Yeah, I think it speeds up like almost every fight. Like, I would love to do this game, like route it, but with Combo Master and like do the fights that way. Like, I would love to RSR Barbosa or something like that. It'd be insane.
Alright, so we're at the point of the run now where things are shaping up, and They are pointing players in a certain direction.
Yeah, this is like 20 minutes in. This is where like you do your first big commitment almost. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's begun.
Yeah. It's like it is loadless. We are using loadless, but RTA it's like 19 minutes. So this is like where the runners like start to decide. All right, do I do TT? Do I do Roxas? Do I like push PR? Like, there's a lot of different things that they could do. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these runners like do the falling segment of Agrabah, since it kind of isn't that slow, and you could like kill off Agrabah potentially. But it would be definitely a commitment.
There's still a lot of fives that we do not know about. As far as the ones that we have found and have not found, we know that there's 2 on the tracker for sure right now. If you're looking at the players, but there's still a lot that we have not accounted for. I feel like right now the obvious one is Twilight Town might give us a lot of information, even if it doesn't quite literally have reports.
Right, because like there's 4 reports basically gone, so there's only 4 more reports in the pool. Well, like 4 reports that we know where, that being 1 on drives, 2 in OC, and 1 in LOT. Yeah, and then it like ET could give us like a lot of magic, so we could potentially figure out numbers, doing math stuff. But it's this league definitely like has your autopilot skills. Like, how well do you play while thinking about how to like calculate numbers and stuff? Makes it interesting. Oh, torn page on drives.
It's really good.
Okay, so Nintendo left in Bell's room and is now coming back. Interesting. Okay, so
That's a scary report.
Yeah,
a little bit concerning.
Because like we could potentially have a double proof Starry Hill with Wisdom on 50 and it being on a 7 drive.
Of all the hypotheticals you could have given us for this seed,
Alright, Ninten going into Master Form. You get some Master Form levels here. Makes sense. There is a 1 cycle you could do on Thresholder with Reflect, and it's a bit sketch because you have to use the gargoyles to trigger the Reflect. You could use the back ride, or not the back ride, the hook pads.
The only 1 cycle I go for is Trinity Limit. If I don't got it, we're fighting. Oh, report. Okay, so we got it.
Okay, alright.
And it's for 100 acre, but it's not very nice.
Wow, like to have your 100 acre hint, like the 1 hit that would kill off 100 acre, it being 7 and a 3 or 2 5s, and you get Genie, which you already have. Like, that's, you hate to see it.
And a very fitting Keyblade found in this world, Rumbling Rose, that is. My favorite Keyblade, by the way. I love it. It's amazing. I think it's a little ugly, but I think its effect is nice. The roses.
Yeah. I don't know, I would say it's up there for mine too. Like, it's not the shortest Keyblade, but it's definitely down there.
I don't know. There. I have a very bias on what I feel is the shortest. I was like, dude, I think Photon Debugger is the shortest Keyblade because I have the most horrible whiffing issues. But then someone came in my chat, they're like, no, that's not true. It's this, like, and they had like legitimate like information on Keyblade length, and I was like, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, like to a point, all the Keyblades that are short just feel the same because you just whiff and you're like, all right, my bad. Like, it's.
I have the most issues with that one though. Photon Debugger, I hate that Keyblade. Second chance, a 5 popping up here.
And a combo boost. So combo boost, I think, is a 50% increase to finishers. It's up there.
Okay, so
yeah.
that was the best case scenario for a 12. 7-5. See, there you go. If you guys want to know about Keyblade lengths, that's it. Or you could just hate Photon's a bugger like I do. It's up to you.
Yeah. Don't tell me the numbers. It's all personal experience. I hate Mysterious Abyss, but I do whiff more with Detection Sabers, so thanks. Alright, both these runners doing TT.
Yes, and I think we will come out of here with a lot more knowledge, a bit wiser than we entered.
Yeah. Having drives be killed off is kind of scary because, like, I don't know. It goes both ways. You could be excited and like happy because like Sonic very good about leveling his forms. Ninten does have the advantage of having their port. So like, but you don't get the incentivized to level up your drives, which could potentially lose you like movement or tools.
And even though drives, we know what's there, and it's not technically a proof, that page could hold value potentially. It would be for sure on the for lack of better words, on the uglier side of things if that's what it came down to, but it is possible.
Yeah. And you don't want to be like setting up like potential hypotheticals, like, all right, it's going to be on Star Hill and stuff like that, because like it could easily just be triple proof the rule never was after Zip Bar, and you just get
sure, you gotta chill, man. With all these things you're saying.
Yeah. But like, if you're leveling up all your drives, hoping for it to be a very scary seed, then it just like the proofs are just there. Like you gotta meet like a nice balance.
I feel like whenever I watch these races, everyone routes this room differently, and then
yeah, because like there's the one where you go to the left. There's like after PC came out, Sonic like changed some of the flags, and you get a cutscene there now, and like some people like changed it because of that cutscene. It's weird.
Alright, as far as stats concerned, well, actually I can't really speak on that. They're in final forms. They're a little bit strong right now.
Yeah.
I believe that was... did 2 magic pop up there? Or was it just the fire? Oh, another page.
Yeah, it was just the fire. The reflect was in Tram Common. Yeah, it would also, like, leveling up Final Form, you get Glide 3 off Final 5, and that's their best movement. And so, like, Ninten, if he takes advantage of that, can save a lot of time over Sonic. But, like, the worlds that you would want movement for are, like, HB, and HB's dead. Like, PR's one of those, like, density worlds that you don't really need a lot of movement for. OC, you want movement for, but you can't generally use Final Form. Actually, you can, never mind. We do have the Olympus Stone. And I guess SP too, you'd want Final Form for that. Yeah, Sonic opting to level up Power Form. They don't really have the tools that they would want for this. Like, these fights, they don't have Chicken Little, they don't have Magnera. It's just kind of like, alright, spam X and hope you kill things.
This is like... sorry, I was quiet for a little bit because I was trying to not only like compare both trackers and what, you know, try to, you know, really find and deduct where those 5s are, but right now I might be dumb, and I am, but It's tough right now
Yeah,
to actually pinpoint.
the only difference between these runners is that Ninten did HB. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, they're in tower. They're going. They are neck and neck right now.
Oh, and I guess Ninten shotgun Duel never was. So Ninten like opting to shotgun more a little bit, and Sonic opting to do more content, like more chunky content, which necessarily neither are bad. It both can win you a seed, so it makes sense to kind of play to your outs.
So, Port and Twilight Town are very amusing right now because the number 19 with where they're at is pretty good. Whether it has a dry form or not. If it does have a dry form, it could maybe, on a good day, depending on the weather, be a 955.
Yeah, I see it like being a 544 or 577. Jeez.
Yeah, 775, but yeah. I'd go higher number low. But yes,
makes sense. Yeah.
Either way, the 19s is good. The chances for there being a 5 and then whatever is accompanying it is also going to be good. Either it's going to be form or 2 magics if it is a 5.
And then TT being 16 could be 556, which is 2 reports. It could be 9-7. It could be like, yeah, it's really just kind of like 50. It's between 2 numbers. Yeah.
And both players committing here, which makes sense, as we were just saying. Speaking on the world's numbers and just in general experience that you can get here, it's for sure where you should be, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they like get buff and then do the world never was.
Oh my god, I gave everyone PTSD, I'm sorry. You don't have to go to work, I promise.
Yeah, Sonic opting to get buff, XP boost off that Battlefront Keyblade. If you're going to get buffed, there's like 2 options. You could either do screens, which we have already like covered, would be pretty wonky with these stuff, like with their tools, but you do have explosions, so you could probably do that. Or you could do TT and just kill everything. You could also do the world never was and kill the nobody's there, but you generally want stats to clear the world never was rather than clear the world never was to get stats.
There you go, you got it.
Yep. I was talking. Drink some tea.
Yeah, sorry about the alarm. Sometimes I nap during the day, and I have alarm set so that I don't nap too long. That's a thing for me. Glide popping up here for Sonic. So, not an unfamiliar place, or not an uncommon place, that's the better word, where we see people level up, especially with an experience boost in Final Form, which is here in the underground tunnels. That's what I'll go with.
Yeah.
Battle for names. Not an uncommon place to see it, but not something you see every seed. But right now, when you're pressed, and you got the access to it, we're seeing both players do it here, and for good reason. Ninten gonna run out of drive gauge here, but that's okay. Still got 4 to work with, and Manage and Fight, I'm sure, will help him build all of that right back.
Yeah, having 9 drive is very nice because you could just do final, and then if they potentially get more
album. Sorry.
Like, yeah, it's pretty nice. Ninten opting to leave? Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so Ninten opting to push guaranteed 5s while Sonic is pushing, like, more, like, getting stuff prepared. Like, getting buffed to do the world never was, and potentially getting a 5 here at TT.
So, chasing the 5 in Pride Lands is Ninten. Um, Interesting. Very, very interesting. Also, I have Ninten's audio up. He doesn't think that there's a 5 there. Because if it is a 5, it needs to be 2, which is true. It's a 16 right now. That would mean it would have to be 2 reports as well.
Which we only have, like, how many reports do we have to work off of? Like
I think we only know there's 2 in OC, there's 1 in LOD. So I think we have 2 reports left out, which would mean that the rest of the reports would have to be in Twilight Town if it had a 5. So it would need to have 2 5s. It would be a 5-5-3-3.
Which it makes sense. It's a smart gamble to like try to play to the numbers. Yeah, you could potentially do the rule never was instead of PR or PRPL. But the guaranteed 5 is always nice to push, especially with that Sandy. You get a check on both the hyenas.
Man, these settings are something so crazy, right? I say this because I was gonna say, man, we haven't found a proof yet, but then I'm also looking like, man, we've only been playing for 30 minutes, so
yeah,
it's just these settings are just, you find so much out. Also, Ninten didn't PB apparently.
Yeah,
According to his
bad
timeline.
run.
Yeah, bad run. Gonna finish in under 30.
Alright, Lemon and TT. So Ninten made the right judgment call on the numbers. But that means that PR is a 5?
It was the 9-7, by the way, so Ninten's intuition on leaving was not in vain. If we're talking Twilight Time, it was limit format, so it was the 9-7.
Yeah, so we still have 2 reports to go off of. It could... So, like, PR has to be a 5, right? It has to be 5-7-7?
PR's a 19, so if we're taking all of the forms out, it has to be a 7-7-5. If it has a 5. I mean, that or... That's exactly what it is, because we don't have reports to work around, so it's a 7-7-5.
Because, like, if we do have the 2 reports there, it would be 13, and then it would be, what, 7-6, which isn't a number, and then, like...
Yeah, no, there's no combination that doesn't involve at least 3 reports for PR.
Alright, Sonic opting to do the one never was. Makes sense, he has 40 strength. The floor for the one never was is, like, 33, around there. So, just kind of doing that.
Honestly, finding just one more report would be insane.
Yeah.
This is crazy that just finding a report, a really, really unfortunate death for Sonic on Roxas, especially right now, the way things are looking to shape up.
Yeah. Roxas is one of those fights where there is a bit of, like, unfairness, because, like, you could just get clipped by the lasers. But generally, there's a lot of, like, just freedom you can do with that fight. It's pretty nice.
I think the magic number here is 17. I really do. I think the magic number here is 17. Agrabah and Space Paranoids. Because no matter what, I think it sets you up right. It can either be a 7 and 2 5s, or a 7-7-3. And we were just acknowledging how insane a report would be. So even if it is a 7-7-3, which would suck, that report would be absolutely insane. So it's like a 50-50 chance between having 2 better or worse situations, but both being very something to work with.
Yeah, so it could be, because, like, alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 7s. Like, I'm just looking at Sonic's tracker. We have 4 7s, like, left. Or, like, 4 7s taken out that we know are guaranteed 7s. And then we have 2 reports, and then another 4. So, that's all the magic, which isn't possible because PR... Okay, so yeah. I don't know. Numbers are weird.
What I'm excited for, and there's a 5. Okay.
Form page. Wow.
Okay, so we just got 2 5s off the board right now. We got Stitch on Roxas. We got a Torn Page on what's the boss that everyone hates name? Ground Shaker?
Yeah.
Torn Page on Ground Shaker. I'm interested to see Sonic's point of view,
Wow.
because now this is really shaping up to be either that 15 being a 753 or the dreaded 555.
Yeah, which it's looking like it's going to be, but with summons. Jeez. Alright, so Ninten opting to push the 17 makes sense. She goes saying like how good 17s are, just for like info and or 5s. It's
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
17 is right now, I think, for sure the magical number.
Yeah, and then Sonic doing the world never was, because you have to do it in these settings, because the win con is killing finals on this. Makes sense to like get those 5s out of the pool, so you can do like better calculations. All right,
Man,
Ninten.
who's gonna find the first proof?
I don't know. It could be here, and the world never was. Which, like, the seed's definitely weird because it's like almost like the 5s are linked for a lot of these like potential numbers, because like we have a lot of 10s.
So Sonic, going into Old Never Was, both players just in general, their magic stat is quite, it's not the best. It's definitely manageable. But as far as the world that Sonic's in, only his strength is going to do him any good. And I think that might even be coming just a little short by literally like 1 or 2. I forget the exact floor. But I'm sure Sonic will be fine. And honestly, this is a very strength-based fight, Zigbar that is, so...
Yeah, Berserk Charge actually giving you 2 strength when you're an MP charge. So he has like 44 strength, which I think is the ceiling, or it's really close. So he's going to do a lot of damage and just melt his HP bar.
Yeah, Sonic will be fine.
Alright, Ninten opting to level up on screens and to use Final Form to get his MP back. Because that's a nice thing about Stitch for this fight, is that he will refill your MP bar and, like, save you if they, like, try to kill you. Which is
This is double
really
EXP boost juice as well, by the way.
Yeah.
So we know, the only thing on levels is Wisdom, but also could be useful, maybe, in a reality that both the players don't want it to be. That Torn Page holds value.
Yeah, I wonder if if Ninten will do 100 acre, and if, then when. Because, like, it does have the potential to be 2 5s.
Oh, okay. So, that thunder popping up in Space Paranoids, making things a little interesting, because we just gotta find one more to see what it's gonna be. Whether it be that... Oh, and the proof was there. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Got the first proof.
We found one.
Yeah. Alright, so Sonic in the quote-unquote lead, but we don't know when Ninten will do that. And then Sonic opting to do Pride Land. Nice. Okay.
Okay, so Sonic also pushing that 5 there in Pride Lands.
Now the question is he going to do Ground Shaker? He's going to stop at Hyenas 2.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to... If you want that page, you're gonna have to go the distance here. I don't know about you. Every time I take that long, nice, scenic route down to the Oasis, I always wonder to myself, is this worth it?
Yeah.
Why am I here right now?
Yeah, so these runners literally doing the same things, just in different orders. Ninten did do screens, which makes sense. Get buff. Especially for this, like, look how much damage that Trinity's doing. Like, that's 2 E
Yeah,
damage.
it's doing a lot.
Oh, Berserk Charge. Oh,
Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Hori Slash. Oh, I respect that he tried.
he did try, yeah. So, this game has like a weird rule where you need to kill enemies with finishers, and there's some things that count as finishers, like magic does, as you just see, upper slash does, and horizontal slash
That was
does.
so scary,
Yeah,
dude. In the battlefield of lasers, he threw a blizzard out. I'm pretty sure like Sora on the left side of his hair like got a little trim.
yeah. Just
There's a nice
Neo.
fade now on the left.
I wonder if we would have seen a double KO.
Maybe that dude really.
Actually, I don't know how the game handles a double KO.
This game, Sora just dies. You're
Sora
just
dies.
bad. Yeah, you're just bad, and you lose, and then that's it.
So yeah, nothing like too surprising here because like there's no really routing divergence so far. Like Sonic did TT3, Ninten did screens, like everything's kind of standard, which makes sense. You want to play safer in like these high stakes matches. Yeah, the big thing in the seed will be who does 100 Acre first. Because Sonic looking like he's gonna do Ground Shaker, both of them having Spooky Cave, which is like 90% of Starry or like 100 Acre checks, and then like Starry Hill's like 4.
You know, I feel like one of the reasons I want to backtrack about 15 minutes, one of the reasons 20 minutes, one of the reasons Acid is like matured so quickly is because Halabashan died so young.
Mm-hmm. It's 83, alright. Numbers are not my strong suit, and that's why I'm not playing in the finals. But yeah, it's... yeah, numbers are definitely hard, especially when you're playing at this skill level. So yeah, Ninten just making quick work of Zigbar final form loops, just throwing them.
All right, so to answer the question on that was brought up earlier, Sonic is going the distance here.
Wow. He's going for speed.
He's going, look at him. Yeah, as you brought up, there really is no difference. They're just alternating what they're doing in different orders. Sweet Memories Keyblade being found there. Could it be a hint? Speaking of, I hope we find one soon.
Yeah, because like they're both kind of in the driver's seat. Because like both of them right now are pretty much even. So like this decision could make or break their run.
You know, with 2 proofs out in the open, I refuse to believe it that early because I don't think unless 100 Acre, I refuse to believe it. And okay, so we're seeing it. So I think right now it's either going to be 100 Acre or Agrabah, right? Like you have to do one of the two.
Or PR. Acre, oh wait, no, PR is only 1-5, right? Yeah.
PR as well. The only reason I'm saying Agrabah is because, like we touched on earlier, 17 I think is just too good of a number right now.
Yeah.
But then, you know, the 10 is... I mean, you're not going to do 100 Acre unless you are convinced that it's a double 5. So... Well, I mean, that's not true either. It could be a 7-3, so... So we know that there's not a form here in Port Royale. So that 19, a little interesting. Its combination is the 775, like guaranteed.
Yeah. And so with
there is a 5 here.
the two proofs have to be right next to each other, then. Because, like, so 100 Acre either has two proofs, SP either has two proofs, or Agra either has two proofs.
Okay, we just found the 5. There's only 2 5s left. There's only 2 5 left, and it is the proof.
Oh, wow. So 100 Acre has two proofs.
Could you imagine? Oh my goodness. This is Jared. What's your problem, bro?
We could have Starry Hill and it be on, like, Wisdom. Oh.
Oh no. Dang, dude. Have you ever heard of limit form?
Yeah, Sonic's definitely, like, I would say in the lead so far. Like, him having two proofs, technically, like, it could be final, or like a level 7 proof. But it's... Oh, Ninten doing 100 Acre.
Ninten was... Nah, I'm not. He said no. Dude, I love that. Okay, that's awesome. That's wow.
Alright. So...
This is scary. Spooky, if you will.
Yeah. Alright, so Sonic is in the lead. Because, like, he does have a form if he doesn't get the proof on Spooky Cave. Or, like, before then. Because, like, because, like, Ninten, after this 5, and let's hypothetically say it's on Starry Hill, then he would have to push TT, which he kind of mapped out that's a 9 and a 7, and then do forms.
What's here? We are going to Spooky Cave.
Yeah, because, like, Wisdom on levels, you have to level up. They're both at the same level. Like, it's a bit scary, because, like, Sonic is a page ahead, but that's, like, his only lead outside of limit form. Actually, what are their forms levels like? So Sonic's at 5305, and I can't see Ninten's. His tracker's cut off. Dang. 50025, okay.
Wow. Brother. Spooky Cave. Looking a little empty.
Yeah. This Spooky Cave does make sense, because this is scary.
A little empty. There's always been an echo, but it's a little bit louder today.
Yeah, it's... Because, like, it's 2 checks on the end of Spooky Cave, or it's 4 in Starry Hill.
I don't know. Pooh, he's not really all there recently, but he might have something in his pockets.
Yeah. Just holding on to Terra's, like...
He might have forgot, like, oh, by the way, I forgot I have this thing. I don't know if you're into it, but...
Wow. Alright. It's on Starry Hill.
It is Starry Hill. Pooh. He really was just innocent and lost. He didn't have a proof. Holy... Man, what a way to end League, huh?
Yeah. One of them, like... You know, you had to leave it off with a banger. Oh, like...
Okay. So, if you're Ninten now, he knows the proof is in 100 Acre. I imagine after this, he will also realize, I need the form. So, yeah. Twilight Town, I imagine, is what we'll see next.
Yeah, it all comes...
experience boost. I mean, they both have, like, leveling very, very well.
Yeah.
So, I don't know when Wisdom Form's going to pop up. They do have Auto Wisdom.
Oh, right.
They
because
do
there's like
have it. They got it.
levels.
They got it very early in levels.
Yeah, Sonic opting to push World Never Was makes sense. You have a you get final levels going up there, and you have to do it anyways. Um, Ninten going to like learn that it's spooky or Starry Hill. Spooky Cave is dead. Yeah. Oh.
And honestly, if you're Nintendo, you don't want the proof to be here. I don't think, right? Like, it wouldn't, because you don't know if you're winning or losing. But I feel like if you know it's on Starry Hill, that's just like as ugly as that might be. At least if I was in issues, it'd be a sigh of relief. Like, okay, this is bad for both of us potentially. Like, it was not just given this proof. So there is
Yeah. Because like both these runners probably feel like pretty safe. Because I feel like both these runners like kind of felt that both of them wouldn't do Ground Shaker. And then you having to do Ground Shaker to finish the seed is kind of crazy.
so Ninten is going to Twilight Town. 47 minutes in, and it feels like we've went around the world twice.
Yeah, this is like not even an hour RTA yet. And we already know it's on Starry Hill. It's kind of crazy. Right. Wow, Mickey getting the dust kill so he didn't EXP boost it. That's funny.
Yeah, I 100%. I despise Mickey.
Yeah, it's
He is 100% the worst party member, quote unquote, in the entire game. I hate him.
so because like Sonic doesn't know PR uh has once more. So it's kind of a 50-50 between PR and 100 Acre.
Yeah, that's good to point out, actually.
But like I kind of feel you play towards like what you've done and you can metagame that Nintendo's already done PR. We know that he has, but Sonic could metagame that he has, and he would have lost if he would have done that. Because it'd been pretty easy to like justify. All right, I did Ground Shaker. He did Port Royal when I was doing Ground Shaker,
Yeah.
and then like go down that mental route. Um, yeah, it's you could definitely like metagame this seed, and it would be pretty weird. But like Nintendo has the advantage of knowledge, but Sonic has the advantage of forms. Or at least kinda, since now Ninten has limit.
Speaking of forms, Wisdom Form found a really good hiding place. As we reach level 42 on Sonic's side, and we still do not have it.
Yeah, because like if both of them are reaching the same level so far, but Sonic has done more than the world never was, so he is ahead by almost 3 fights now when he kills Semnus. Yeah, this seed's very scary because like what form will it be on, and that's like the biggest thing.
Okay, so Sonic just clearing out the world that never was. Gonna worry about things when he has to, and it should be in about 3 minutes from now. Less, actually, with these stats. Never mind, this fight's gonna be quick. Ninten pushing levels. He's heard the old folktale of Wisdom Form. He's never seen it before, it's just something that he's heard about. He's on the hunt for it, though.
It's 46, 48, 50, right? Yeah, okay. So yeah, we got one more level, and then like once you get to like 48, then it just becomes like the long to level. But he does have double EXP boost. Both these runners I think do. Um, so it'd be pretty fast.
Okay, so Sonic busting a U-turn, going back into final form here, gonna get, I'm not sure actually if Sonic can level up final anymore, but gonna level up Sora. I'm not sure what level Sonic's final is at. I believe it's at...
Oh yeah,
check.
6 I think. Yeah, his final 6 already, yeah. So this is purely for leveling.
And it's working quite efficiently as both players equal in levels just about. Ninten now putting his feet in the water here at the world that never was.
Sonic going to 47, still hasn't gotten Wisdom form.
Yeah. We might be going the distance. We'll find out here in the next level, I believe. Man, these are some hard-earned... This is a hard-earned proof.
Yeah.
This is a hard one. This was about as... I'm not saying this with a negative connotation when I do say it, but this was about as rando as a proof could be right now. Like,
Yeah.
And there's Wisdom Form. On the
Alright,
second to last
48.
check on levels. 48.
Alright. So, Sonic's definitely in the lead. He has all the forms. He's cleared more than World Never Was. But, there's still a chance for Ninten, being that Sonic chooses wrong.
Would that be unfortunate?
You know, it's gonna be on Wisdom too. Calling it. Yeah.
I'm really surprised that we haven't seen an auto wisdom from either player, because we've had it since the seed started.
Yeah.
And we're going to screens and we're going to find out immediately what's on wisdom form. We need the answers now.
Yeah, like not knowing that you needed the page makes sense that you want to do auto wisdom, but like it's he's like it all comes down to like what do you want? Like what do you route for? Oh,
All right, let's get
wisdom
some
4.
answers here. Oh. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Wow, dude.
Wisdom 4 into Starry Hill into final fights. That's just wow.
Jeez.
The thing that's kind of scary is that Ninten doesn't have a good place to level up wisdom. Like, he does have DC, but he has to go all the way back. Because he did do TR. Alright, we gotta eat the bear.
Pooh. You had it the whole time?
Yeah. Wow.
It's so funny to see there as the very, very last check in 100 Acre Wood.
Alright, so we got
Double proof.
the Uno.
So Sonic, looking really good right now to be our league champion.
Yeah.
Not only that, coming from losers bracket as well. Who put Sonic in losers?
I forget. Let's look at the Ragnoth. Okay.
Ragnoth. Okay.
Yeah, Sonic definitely made his way. Like he had to go through like tough opponents through the entire losers.
So Ragnoth put Sonic in losers and had the potential to get double jeopardied by Ragnoth. Didn't let it happen. Marched his way into grand finals, reset the bracket, and is now on Engine Core.
Yeah,
Tournament
Sonic,
point.
Wow. He went to losers round 1, a top 16, and then climbed his way back.
If there was any player that could do it, this is you're looking at him.
Yeah.
Because that is not easy. The furthest thing from, really.
And Sonic also got second place last league. So like he like came here with a vengeance. He's like, all right, I'm gonna win this league, and so far it's looking like he's going to win. It would be
To be clear, it was the last league that he participated in.
Oh, it was the last league. Okay, yeah, because because like Spring League, Spring League 2021.
No, Spring
Wait,
League
what?
2021 was emulator only.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, then. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Zach.
Alright, so yeah, Ninten getting the torn page, making his way to 100 Acre. Sonic's on Armor 2. Pretty clean final fight so far. Just kind of making his way downtown, walking fast. DC was faster than screens, yeah. Yeah, there's only like 20 seconds between their load list too. Going back to Slapshot. Slapshot is unable to bonk, and Armored 2 is notorious for bonking.
I didn't know you could actually hit Armor 2 with like Keyblade attacks.
Yeah, it's Armored 2's horrible. Like it's yeah. Alright, Ninten hitting the doze. Both these runners played very well. Like it was a very good grand finals. Yeah.
For the amount of things that these players had to do, we're still here though this under an hour and we're wrapping things up. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, the seed was beyond horrible. Like it was.
If you're them, for us, amazing entertainment.
Yeah, good content.
To Final Zemnis we go. Sonic's been here before. I don't see Final Zemnis posing any problem.
Yeah, I don't even think Dome would save Ninten right now. Unless he died it's faster and then got domed again. But yeah, it's not looking like it.
And I think this Trinity is going to seal the deal. Yes, it does. A high drive recovery as your reward for winning League. Sonicshadowsilver2, League Champion.
GG's. Like, both like this league was the stack. Like it was, I think it was probably the most stacked league so far. Because like anyone could have realistically taken it. Like the league winner got knocked down to losers round 1. Like that just speaks of volumes on how tough this league was. GG Sonic.
Sonic,
Yeah.
amazing, dude.
So, what were your thoughts going on your head when you got the last proof?
I said I'd be a go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I felt happy that I didn't do all of what I went from and like level 48 for nothing.
Yeah. So,
So,
what were your thoughts on doing Ground Shaker?
It was there to keep 5, so I kept pushing it to make sure. And at that point, I was like, what, half of the 5 were left that we didn't know about? The other
Right.
half was like 4 pages of rifle and 6 level in Port Royal.
I was actually curious at what point you decided to abandon Port Royal.
Basically, it's like whenever I got to Spooky Cave and found the second proof at Rabbit's house.
Because there was like a little point. Once more was in Port Royal. I'm sure you know that now. But there was a point in time
Yeah.
where you, where there was a couple like there was those 2 choices. So it was interesting to see you not do it. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. I honestly, once I got that 4 page for Rabbit's it's like, I honestly have found the second proof at 100 Wood. At that point, I wanted to finish up 100 Wood, see what that last 5 was.
Ninten,
And I told
welcome.
myself that if it
Hello.
said Spooky Cave or Surrey Hill, I felt pretty confident.
Yeah. The seed was pretty. It was a seed.
Yeah.
The seed had so much potential to go down the path that it did end up going down really early on. We just weren't sure. I mean, Jared was sure. Jared was positive that this is where it was going to go, like 5 minutes in.
Yeah, you guys
No
were
one-
leaving Pride Lands like, all right, Starry Hill, Wisdom. It's gonna be on like a 7 form, but
Yeah.
But it really did end up going the distance that way, which
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Yeah. And
So my question is if what things that me and Sonic did differently.
The biggest one is Port Royal, I'd say, for sure. Sonic didn't do Port Royal. I think that you knew, Ninten, you knew where the guaranteed 2 5s were before Sonic did.
Maybe.
You did. But that was because you knew that Once More was for sure in PR. You knew that quite a little bit earlier. You also did Hall of Bastion as well. I don't believe Sonic did Bailey.
Yeah. So I did a shotgun of those. Like I did PR Town, but
Right. Right, I did die for Roxas too.
yeah,
And then when I died, I realized, oh, I should have done this instead of that.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference between the two of you is that Sonic had limit form going into the world never was, and you did Roxas without limit form, Ninten. Like even with the death that Sonic had, I think there was time save having limit form earlier.
maybe. I don't know if it was like 3 minutes worth, but yeah, you would probably save at least maybe like a minute.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's like a minute in, or like 45 seconds in HB because Sonic didn't enter it at all. And then entering Port Royal, that's about a minute and a half, 2 minutes maybe. I think it was just
You think
little,
so?
those
Yeah.
tiny things, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Did I assume my leveled form was less than Sonic or more?
Honestly, I think you did about the same.
Yeah, I'd say about the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just glad that I got lucky with Triforms.
yeah. I would say like the biggest routing like choice towards the end was Sonic. You leveled up, like just straight up leveled up, and the world never was. 1 to 10, you did T23.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I forgot. That was a mistake on my part.
Outside of that, you guys played pretty like.
Oh, what level did Sonic have after screens though? That's another thing because I didn't level much on screens.
I mean, I didn't level much either.
Sonic
Okay.
used screens for drive leveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
That
guess
was
wisdom.
where the the torn page is after getting wisdom exactly. They just did it for forms and torn pages, or got the torn page.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's also like a minute and a half. Because like Ninten, what was like the timer on your your screens?
It's pretty low, like 10 or 20.
Yeah.
But I didn't level. Yeah, isn't leveling in TG faster though, or no?
I think
I guess it's slower.
in this situation it wasn't for sure. Even if it is in general, in this situation it wasn't. I don't think, because Sonic just did Xemnas and then went down with experience boost and was just leveling up off of them.
Yeah.
So in this situation, it for sure was not. In general, I'm not sure though which one is.
Didn't
I'm not
CJ
sure either.
do the calculations like a while ago? I know, like,
She
I'm
probably
trying to think. Yeah. But yeah, congratulations to Sonic for winning the league,
Yeah,
and congratulations to
Thank
Ninten
you.
in second place. Like, this league, like I was saying, was probably the most stacked so far. Like, we had so many upsets, so many newer players making it. It was amazing to watch.
Yeah. Nice. I was super happy to see you play that in.
Yeah, GG's. It was I mean, I think we both played the seed pretty fast. I'm not upset about anything I did.
And for the most part, I felt like I played super well, especially compared to the last seed that we did.
Right.
So I'm super happy about that. Playing well.
Right. Chico, do you have anything to ask and any final comments?
No, just this is really entertaining to watch. Both players very admirable. I think you both did amazing. I don't need to say that for people to know it. GG to both of you. Ninten staying in winners the entire time. Backtracking to what Jared just said, this was one of the, even if it wasn't the, biggest participant entrance league we've had, it was for sure the level of play that people are at right now, the hardest. So to stay in winners all the way to grand finals is ridiculous. Second place in general is ridiculous.
And also Sonic coming out of losers. And
I was just about to say that. Yeah, exactly. Sonic went to losers a little bit earlier on. I say earlier, but running it back, avoided the double jeopardy from Ragnoth, reset the bracket on Ninten, and then ran through and won the whole thing. That's also it's super, super insane. So GG's to both of you. Thanks to everyone in chat that is here watching, all of the people behind the scenes that make this thing and every other tournament run as smoothly as they do. Zach is here. Shout out to Zach. I know a very big one. And there's other people in chat that need acknowledgement as well. Everyone that does this, it's out of, they do it because they love the scene. So we should all be very thankful for it. They're not getting paid for it. They're taking time out of their own lives and their own days to do it. And I'm very appreciative for it. I'm glad that I was able to be a part of it. So yeah, thank you to you guys for making it happen as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Yeah, commentators did pretty well. Like, Crazy Comics was like the most commentator. Like, he, I don't know how many times he commentated, but he was definitely the biggest, like in number. But yeah, I don't think anyone did really bad commentary. And like, it was really fun to watch and to commentate these races. It was just happy to be here and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just speak for the rest of the league orgs that say that it was a blast to help put this on and to make sure everything went as smoothly as we can make it go. The fact that we have so many people watching, like grand finals and basically all the races in the league, has been super encouraging. So thank you to everybody that was involved in any way. We're done with the league.
Hooray.
Any details on like future stuff league related?
There's going to be a fall league, like as kind of expected. We'll see how people like the new generator when it comes out, and what kind of settings come from that people want to run seeds with, and we'll see what settings the new league will have.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And new generators coming soon.
Yep.
Trademarked.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so thank you to all of the commentators and the league orgs and restreamers and everything. I appreciate their work.
Everyone here is amazing. That is it for me as far as anything I have to say. Thanks again. I'm glad that I was able to be a part of it. It's awesome. That's my piece.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Go ahead.
Happy to be here, etc., etc. Like it's amazing what we could do just with like participation and just like community. And yeah, now we're gonna raid Violin, which is he was in this league, and he's grinding KH1, which is always nice to see.
Violent just got a PB today,
Wow.
and he's playing
Oh,
Elden
nice.
Ring now.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, he's playing Elden Ring right now, but he's doing all sorts of randos and KH1 all the time. So yeah, make sure to go show some support to that. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching.
Yep.